everyone, it's Jack from Cultaholic.com doing a solo news update because we have some urgent breaking news. Let's just get straight to it because Adam's off today, Sam's off today, Ross is upstairs shooting something, and I want to give a shout out to Owen, one of our video editors, who pointed out some pretty big news, and I was like, alright then, let's bloody do it. So our only headline for this video is that the main event of WrestleMania 35 has been revealed. That's right, WWE tweeted just a few moments ago at the time of recording with basically the announcement that the main event of WrestleMania 35 is going to be, for the first time ever, a women's match. The triple threat. We all kind of suspected it would be, but the triple threat between Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey, the current Raw Women's Champion. And of course, that title will be on the line. There was also a link in that tweet to a WWE.com article where it was more fully sort of explored, and basically I'm just going to read a quote from it here. For the first time in WWE history, a women's match will be the main event of WrestleMania, as the Raw Women's Championship match featuring Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch will take place on Sunday, April 7th in front of a capacity crowd at MetLife Stadium and streaming live on the WWE Network around the world. The interesting thing about this quote for me is that it's kind of, well, it's one of two things. One, it's either WWE acknowledging that not every, big match at WrestleMania counts as a main event unless it goes on last, which is an opinion that a lot of people really have held, and it's something that seems to cause a bit of friction between the fans' opinion and that of WWE, where they sort of claim that various matches are the main event of WrestleMania, not just the last match on the show. But this seems to be maybe an admission that the last match is the true main event. Or the other thing that it could be is potentially the idea that, in a few weeks' time we'll see WWE come out and go, also a main event, Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. So I guess it is a little bit unclear right now which of the two they mean, but to be honest, all signs seem to be pointing towards the fact that this announcement means that Becky versus Charlotte versus Ronda will be the main event of WrestleMania 35. This is obviously a huge and historic moment in wrestling history, the first ever women's main event of WrestleMania, again, provided that they don't treat other matches as main events as well and put a different one on last, but as it stands, it looks as though that match is going to go on last, and it's a huge moment. Really will sort of cap off the whole women's revolution thing, which was started, there's various starting points you could look at, but really, this has all been made possible by a really intense, excellent sort of performance over the past few months in terms of character work by Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey just being an absolute natural when it comes to professional wrestling, and Charlotte Flair as well, being one of the best women's wrestlers around and just being generally very, very good at her job, often underappreciated given the popularity or, unpopularity of the other two, of her two opponents. But I think Charlotte's a key figure in this as well, and to forget that would be a bit of a mistake. So yes, I think all three women fully deserve to go down in history as, the first women to main event WrestleMania for very different reasons. They've all had very different career paths, but at the same time, I think they're all pretty equally deserving of such an accolade. You could argue that maybe Becky versus Ronda was the more natural feud and that Charlotte's been kind of shoehorned in a little bit, but I think, honestly, it'll still be very, very good as a triple threat match. You could say better, maybe. It depends how they work it, but at the same time, I don't think you can really begrudge Charlotte that either. So, congratulations to all three women. It's not even a bold step by WWE, is it really, at this stage? I think a year ago, a lot of us would have gone, oh, that's a bold step, good on them for doing that. At the moment, it just seems like the logical thing to do, to put the hottest feud on last. And with the exception maybe of Kofi Kingston's road to WrestleMania and all that sort of thing, the way that Becky and Ronda's story has captivated everyone and Charlotte's involvement has maybe angered everyone a little bit, it has been the hottest storyline for the past sort of 6 months or so. So I don't think you can really argue with it. Right call in my opinion. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section down below. Thanks very much for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments section down below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter at Cultaholic and on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, then please do check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic, where you can pledge. And don't forget, of course, most importantly of all, to hit subscribe and to join us.